A Tennessee man has been poisoned, and how much will we feel this beautiful weather? All that and more, the National Rundown starts in 30 seconds.
You believe this guy?
Are you trying to start a wildfire?
Sorry. Pass the honey?
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Good evening and welcome to the National Rundown. I'm Matt Nelson. Philadelphia Transit Police are on strike after failed negotiations with SEPTA. Transit Police walked off the job at 2 p.m. SEPTA spokesman Richard Maloney says, and I quote, "We were given 20 minutes notice that they were going to go on strike, considering the security of the SEPTA system of Philadelphia. We don't think that was fair warning," end quote. A Tennessee man has been poisoned. For more, we go to our friends at CBS News.
We showed up at Wilton Goodo's home hoping to find some answers about his death. With his son and 2 others in jail, we knew it was likely no one would answer. But what happened when I turned to leave the house was something I didn't expect. A speeding truck screeched to a stop as photographer Ben Short's camera was rolling. An angry young man jumped out.
Yeah.
Hey, get that camera off of me, dog. For real. Y'all going to bounce out of here.
Okay, you live here? That's all we were
No,
just...
my best friend lives here. Y'all should have to leave.
Okay, we were just trying to find out what was going on. We weren't trying to do no harm.
Well, what everybody's saying is a bunch of bull about Mr. Goodo. Y'all should have to leave. Right now.
That's what we were trying to find out.
Go.
We were just trying to find out what was going on. That's all.
Well,
I mean,
everybody's lying. My best friend saying, he don't, man, look, get your camera away from me, dog.
I know now you can't touch the camera now.
When I tell him he can't touch our camera, he angrily runs back to his truck, saying, "I bet I can do this." He pulls out a gun, letting us see clearly his intentions. We move back to our station truck in disbelief.
Yes, he gonna pull a gun on us.
The man speeds away, but we are far from done. Doing a story, and we had a gun pulled on us by an individual, and I wanted to file a report.
Okay, let me transfer dispatch.
The gun incident is serious. We call the Mississippi County, Arkansas Sheriff's Department. First, one deputy shows up who looks at our video, then several others. They take our statements to file charges. Officers are familiar with the gun-brandishing bad guy. They say it's Brandon Odom. He is friends with Wilton Goodo's son. Mary Odom, who is also in jail, was Goodo's caretaker and Brandon Odom's sister. The accusations against them include giving the elderly Goodo sleeping pills, using meth while caring for him, taking around $100,000 from him, and leaving him malnourished.
Well, there was allegations that his life had been threatened. They had withheld food.
But apparently Brandon Odom doesn't want anyone looking into what happened, and now his gun-wielding methods will have him behind bars with his friends.
Well, what I viewed on your camera, it's a aggravated assault, which is a Class D felony.
A Denver woman is facing felony charges for allegedly faking post-traumatic stress disorder in order to skip jury duty. 57-year-old Susan Cole arrived at court looking disheveled and was eventually excused from duty. Her plan backfired when she was caught bragging about how she faked mental illness to evade jury duty on a local radio show. 2 kids are left home alone in Chicago. Antwain Johnson and Shampretta Howard left their 2 young children home while they went on a trip to Las Vegas with friends. The Illinois Department of Children and Family Services is currently investigating the incident. A woman in Port Orange, Florida is out on bail after police said she confessed to trying to save her third husband killed for $25,000. Doreen Dofresny was charged on March 14th with solicitation to commit a murder after she allegedly offered a friend the deal. She has not entered a plea and is scheduled to be arraigned on April 4th. Sufferers of sinus infections may not want to look to antibiotics for relief. The Infectious Diseases Society of America warns the vast majority of sinus infections are caused by viruses, which are not killed by antibiotics, and the antibiotics that are prescribed tend not to be that effective. A 6-year-old boy dies in Philadelphia's Breeze Point neighborhood. According to police, Khalil Wimes was beaten and starved by his parents, Floyd and Tina. They are charged with first-degree murder and related offenses. The Wimes have 8 children. Only the victim and his 3-year-old sister lived with them. An improving economy leaves Republicans scrambling for a, quote, plan B to beat Obama. Republican primary candidate Mitt Romney has called himself the best candidate to fix the fragile economy. But with the U.S. employment rate dropping to 8.3%, it looks like he'll have to find another plan of attack. Jason Russell, the director of the viral hit Coney 2012, has been diagnosed with brief psychosis and is expected to stay in the hospital for weeks, according to his wife. Investigators believe that remains found near Williston, North Dakota belong to a Montana teacher. Sherry Arnold disappeared on January 7th in Sidney, Montana, while going out on a jog. 2 Colorado men are in custody for Arnold's disappearance and have been charged with aggravated assault. Still to come, find out who's on Dancing with the Stars, and the play Noise is Off is coming to Pittman, New Jersey. We'll have more right after this.
Tú no eres un superhéroe. Visita al doctor regularmente aun cuando te sientes bien. Así podrás seguir cuidando a los que sí te ven como un superhéroe. Para más información, visita ahrq.gov.
We all use aspirin to cure that occasional headache, but did you know that it has positive effects against cancer? A report in the journal, The Lancet, looked at 3 recent studies and found that researchers say aspirin not only reduces the occurrences of cancer, but it also reduces the risk of the cancer spreading in patients already afflicted with the disease. However, here it is an increased risk of bleeding and other health issues associated with the drug. Now for more on the Hunger Games, we go to Andrea Herman in Entertainment. Andrea.
How hungry are you? One of the most anticipated movies will be coming out this weekend. The Hunger Games is based off a popular book series and is getting outstanding publicity. But will it do better than the Twilight series? We'll have to see. The Hunger Games hits theaters Friday, March 23rd. The premiere of Season 14, Dancing with the Stars, kicked off Wednesday with a bang. Several stars, including Jaleel White, had almost perfect 10s from the judges, while even the low scorers like Gavin DeGraw wowed the audience. Tune into ABC Monday night at 8 p.m. to see who will be voted off. Do we have a situation here? Jersey Shore cast member Mike Sorrentino, better known as The Situation, has confirmed checking into rehab. The reality show star is being treated for drug abuse and through Facebook said he was getting treatment and thanks his fans for support. Jersey Shore Season 6 will return to Seaside with a pregnant Snooki and hopefully The Situation. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Andrea, thank you very much. And now we're going to bring in on Nicole James as she gives us an update on local theater. Nicole.
Hi. Do you have any plans this weekend, Matt?
Right now, my plans are pretty much open for the most part. Why? Did you make any for me?
Yes, I sure did.
Oh, good.
If you or anyone that you know are looking for something to do this weekend, how about seeing the play Noise is Off?
Really? Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Sure can. The play is written by Michael Frayn. It originated and is set in England, actually. It's based off the concept of a play within a play. You watch the characters put on a play within the story called Nothing On, The type of play in which young girls actually run around in just their underwear, and it is sexual in nature, so it's kind of interesting. The humor comes from seeing the actors stumble from dress rehearsal, sabotaging their fellow actors, and watching everything that could possibly go wrong actually go wrong. There are also some backstage romances that take place.
Wow, that's a lot to one play that you can imagine. So what are people saying about this?
Well, it's received mostly positive reviews, actually. The New York Times critic Frank Rich called it the funniest play written in my lifetime. In a 2008 showing of the play in England, the Daily Telegraph said it was the funniest comedy ever made. So if you have high expectations for the play, it will most likely meet them.
Very nice. So where does this play take place, and how long will it be going on for?
Okay, well, it actually has been running since March 9th. But it plays again this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday and Saturday, it plays at 8 p.m. Sunday, it plays at 2 p.m. The play will actually be performed at the Broadway Theater of Pittman on 43 South Broadway in Pittman.
Nice, and how much are tickets?
Only $25, so that's actually not bad. It's not expensive.
I think I might just do that. Nicole James, thank you very much.
Oh, no problem, Matt.
The Sanford, Florida Police Department admits it missed a possible racial slur in 911 tapes made of the night of Trayvon Martin's death, who died after a Neighborhood Watch member shot him. The news comes a day after the Justice Department announced it has launched an investigation to Martin's death as a possible hate crime. Yankees general manager Brian Cashman found himself facing his stalker, Luis Neathway, in court yesterday. The specific charges Neathway is facing are being kept secret until arraignment on April 11th. Neathway did not speak during her court appearance and is being held in jail under a $200,000 bail. Now we go to Colleen Murphy for sports.
Thanks, Matt. Hard-hitting news for the NFL this past week. New Orleans Saints coach Sean Payton is suspended for the upcoming football season because of the bounty program. General manager Mickey Loomis will be in suspension for half the season, while defensive coordinator Greg Williams is suspended indefinitely. The NFL has fined the Saints $500,000 and took away 2 second-round draft picks for the next 2 years of drafts. The New York Jets receive a new player. Tim Tebow was traded to them yesterday afternoon. Now known as Tim Sanity, Tebow is becoming the biggest star in New York right now. Mark Sanchez will continue to be the starting quarterback for the Jets, but now faces competition with Tebow. The NCAA tournament kicks off tonight with the round of 16. Wisconsin and Syracuse will kick off the night at 7:15 Eastern Time. Winners of each game will advance into the Elite Eight and fight for their spot in the Final Four. Thanks, Matt.
And thank you. Well, hopefully I think I will watch the NCAA tournament since my bracket is ruined. And now for more on this stormy weather, here's Michelle Jaworski.
I'm Michelle Jaworski, and let's take a look at your weather. Now today in Glassboro, it's been a beautiful day. It's currently 71 degrees. Haven't quite reached the high yet of 77, but we might get there just yet. And it's going to be 56 tonight as a low. Now let's take a look at your 5-day weather forecast. Now the sunshine and the beautiful weather is going to last just a little bit longer with a high of 76 and a low of 53 on Friday. Now Saturday will bring the thunder showers with a high of 65 and a low of 53. Sunday, a little more rain coming our way with a high of 56 and a low of 45. On Monday, it's going to start to clear off just a little bit with a high of 66 and a low of 40 degrees. And Tuesday, the sun's going to come back out. It's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 60 and a low of 39. Now let's take a look at your weather window. As you can see here, we have 2 aspects of Rowan University. On your right, we have Bunds Hall with the trees still not having any signs of spring. And in front of Bozarth Hall, as you can see, the trees are starting to bloom.
I'm not too surprised that that tree has already lost about 75% of its flowers.
Me neither. What are you planning to do this weekend with the weather being not as pleasant?
I think Nicole James has convinced me to go to Pittman and see that play for $25. I think that's a very good price. What about you?
It is. I'm thinking about doing that, watching a little basketball.
Nice. Well, thank you again. Well, that's going to do it for the National Rundown. We're back next week at 4:40. Everyone have a good night. Thanks for joining us.